Hello, everyone. Squee here with Emperor Palpatine.
Hello, everyone.
Squee here with Piff. Welcome to Dragon Ball Z League, Season 8, Week 13, Episode 1. And like I said before, you guys really should come watch the stream where you have no idea what we're talking about. Welcome, Week 13. Piff, we only have 3 weeks left in the entire main season. 3 weeks, that's it. That's
3 weeks after this week?
No,
or like
no, including today.
Are you shitting me into my pants?
And if you're on YouTube, the next day. Today and the next day, if you're watching. But no,
Okay.
I am not. No, I have my own pants to shit in. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's a kind offer. But yeah, no,
Doesn't fit two
13,
people,
14,
I can tell you
15.
that.
We've got 3 weeks left before the before the preseason starts.
Oh, shit. It's because it's going fast.
These seasons take forever. Before the postseason, it's gonna be crazy. But as always, I like to give you guys a view of where the league stands because we are in crunch time. We are in the final throes of the dying season, I guess.
Oh, no.
We're in the nerve-ending jerking phase here. No, in North Kai Division, we've got the Rugrats at 8-4, leading the division by at least 3 games, ahead of the Boos that are 5-7, the Gohans that are 4-8, and the Dragon Ball Warriors that are 3-9. Theoretically speaking, Dragon Ball, the Boos could still fall out of it, but it's not very likely. More likely it's going to come down to the Gohans and the Dragon Ball Warriors. In East Kai Division, you have the Valkyries at 9-3, the Androids at 7-5, Team Cold at 6-6, and Team Muscle at 3-9. Team Muscle, unfortunately, does not have a chance of making it to the playoffs. This division is pretty set in stone. It might be possible the Androids take it from the Vals, but the Vals would have to lose 3 games in a row. So not likely. East Kai, you're probably looking at what it's going to look like at the end of the season. However, in West Kai Division, you have a much closer race. Team Derp 8-4, the Majins and the Namekians right behind them at 7-5, and the Ginyu Force right behind them at 6-6. This division could theoretically see the Ginyu Force at the top and Team Derp fall out. I doubt it, but it's possible. That's how crazy this division is. It's the crazy division. And in South Kai Division, you've got the Earth Defenders at 8-4, the Saiyans right behind them at 7-5, and the Blades and Team Afterlife struggling to survive, both at 4-8. So you've got 2 different battles going here. You've got the Saiyans trying to edge the Earth Defenders out for that #1 spot, which is really important in the postseason. You get to skip an entire round of eliminations. And you've got the Blades and Team Afterlife struggling for survival at 4-8. So this is also another division to really keep your eyes on. And these next 3 weeks are going to be key. Piff. Key.
Yes, key. Absolutely.
Like what they used to create Kamehameha waves.
Oh, that kind of key.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about car keys.
Oh.
Or door keys.
I was. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
But first up tonight, we have the
Alright,
Dragon
gentle
Ball
keys on the
Warriors
lips.
versus the Majins. Now, like I was saying, the Dragon Ball Warriors are at the bottom of North Kai Division. They have a chance to beat out the Gohans, but they have to start winning games big time. And in West Kai Division, you've got the Majins at 7-5. As I said, this is the division where anything's crazy, where everyone in here needs to get as many wins as possible to just survive, because you don't know. You could end up in last place if you're not careful. So both these teams have a lot to fight for. Who's going to win it? I don't know. The game doesn't even know yet. Dragon Ball Warriors versus the Majins. Let's do this.
Good lord. So, Dragon Ball Warriors. So, they have not been doing the greatest this season. I'm unsure why, because they were a strong team consistently for quite some time.
They were. They very much were. I'm a little confused myself. They've got Nam in there, they've got Tao, they've got early Goku. All 3 are decent competitors. Chi-Chi, of course, has never been the strongest, but the team should not have a 3-9 record that they do.
That is I don't believe it.
You don't believe it at all?
Don't believe it. I think it is all lies and slander.
Wow. That's, huh. I'm sorry. Tao
So,
connects with the B2.
I'm only saying this because, like, I've always seen them as an incredibly powerful team, and I don't know entirely. I'm sure if I reviewed it all, I could actually give you a more clear answer. But I've always seen them doing so well and have such a strong roster of quite a few good characters, and the coach has been really good at building their characters as well. I'm wondering if just all the other teams have gotten to that level of the
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, they've certainly been facing a lot of... I mean, think of how many teams are doing amazing this season. They're facing a lot of stiff competition. But it is a bit of a mystery. I mean, even the stats don't reflect this. I mean, think of it this way. They've got early Goku 10th in the league. They've got Nam 2nd in the league. Those are two top 10 characters, and they're 3-9, one of the worst win-loss records. It's baffling. General Tao's at 42, that's average. And then you've got Chi-Chi at 84, Kid Goku at 77. Those two aren't doing too hot, but that's 3 of your 5-man team right there are extremely good, or at least average. It's baffling, honestly. Well, I'm sure it's not baffling to everyone. I know there's probably someone out there that's like, I know exactly why. Even in the overall damage averages, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. 7th in the league, which is about average, but their win-loss record is anything but average.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have no idea. I am just beside myself.
Tao, is it you? Is it you, Tao? I think it's a conspiracy. You think Tao's taking a fall? Yeah, I mean, this is the man that can't lose. Losing.
No, that's Cyborg Tao.
FB Clash. And he lost again, Piff.
It's Cyborg Tao.
It's the same soul.
I would disagree heartily.
Jesus, Garlic is tearing into him.
I'm quite sure he has changed drastically between him and Cyborg him. Only because of all the Cyborg stuff.
Yikes. Not good. Chi-Chi coming in to try and get a little redemption here. They're still only 2 bars behind, and they have 3 players left. It's very early in the match. This could very easily swing back in their favor. However, historically speaking, Chi-Chi's not the one to do it. There you go, sweetheart.
Just stood there.
There you go, sweetheart. I think she was looking at me. She was like, really, squeeze. In the middle of my match, and you gotta say that.
No,
I just call it like it is. Besides, you're not real, so that will work. Works. I love the irony there. I know you and I applaud teams for accurate names, but I think ironic names are also a good fit.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think just completely unconnected things. Probably not, like Death Beam, and you're just like, that is a series of energy blasts, and the person is not dead afterwards. I wonder where you even understand language.
Beam connects for 7,000. Does that?
You probably don't even know how to spell your name.
I love that movie so much. It is so god awful. By the way, if you guys have never seen Battlefield Earth, you should. Much like you should watch The Room, you should go into both those movies with the same mindset.
I've actually met a single person.
Enjoy the train wreck.
I've seen one person just do not like The Room, not even like ironically.
Oh, I'm sure they exist.
Like, I was surprised. Speaking of surprise, Garlic Jr. has almost gotten through a second person.
Yeah, he has. And honestly, well, considering how well he did against Tao, I'm not that surprised he's doing this well against Chi-Chi. Again, she's not an incredibly talented fighter, and I mean it with love, Chi-Chi. Bye, Chi-Chi.
He did not want to hear it. Neither did he. Both of them are disgusted with you.
But I'm a commentator. It's my job!
Can you believe that if like a commentator like says like, man, that guy is not as good as that other guy, and they both just like stop fighting, stare at the announcer.
Could you imagine if NFL players could see the announcers? Just pointing at them. It was not offside. You call that back. Oh, connected for 9,200 points of damage. This is a gentleman to bring it back. Nom, right here, ranked second in the league. Very impressive season so far. I say so far, but you can't really say that as much when you're towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the last match of the season. So far this season, he's done pretty good.
He's done real well.
And still, he needs to do better, honestly. He's going toe-to-toe with Vegeta right now, and he can't afford that. They're way too far behind.
Nam's doing some nice lap fights, I have to say.
Final impact dodged by Nam.
See, that is clearly not a final or an impact.
I don't blame it if it misses. I like to think of the name as what's intended. Which is why it makes no sense when it says death beat. Well, no, see, no, I can't. I can't use that logic. I can't use that logic because then it'd be like, well, I intended. No, you're right, Piff. Yeah, that was no impact. Vegeta
that didn't impact, nor was it the final one. There's going to be more, and it's I would call it at most a energy blast.
Though Nam has actually started stepping it up big time here. He's got 3 bars almost. He's working on his 4th bar of health right now, and Vegeta's down.
Yeah, Nam knows about that. The freaking mad hacky sack skills. He even uses his hands, which I think is illegal.
What?
Have you not seen Nam play hacky sack? He's crazy good.
No, I was what? This is a full contact fighting tournament league, Piff, not hacky sack. Yeah. That's
but have you seen him play hacky?
It doesn't connect.
He did follow up with him though. That might have been actually as much as the energy he would have taken to actually move that distance.
High speed clash. Wait, no, that's not what that was at all. I've been brainwashed, Piff. I brainwashed myself. That was a not a high speed clash. Every time I just said that was a 2 words popped into my head every single time. After season 8, Squee checked himself into rehab.
It's an after image.
The rest of the TVZ staff had an intervention.
High speed clash.
I can clash anytime I want. Damn it!
I can stop any high speed I want. God fuck.
Nam is killing it. I think he may have brought this back.
Well, yeah, it's Nam. He's fantastic.
He is.
He's a freaking marvel of mankind.
He is.
A person who wants water so badly he thinks he needs to kill other people to get it.
I think he'd probably do it without that motivation, but yes!
I don't think
I mean, kill people. I think he's a psychopath, honestly.
No.
Have you seen his room, Piff? It is empty. Just like his soul.
Empty is your soul!
And Metal Gear Solid reference for the win.
Oh my gosh, Big Man has almost gotten him down, but there he goes.
Not enough, though. Not enough, though.
Nam is definitely taking it back for his team. I think they're... Oh,
what?
Yeah, they're in the lead now.
That connected. Wow. They are a little bit in the lead, but not for long.
Yeah. It might be getting there.
Oops.
Yes. Oops.
It's now a completely tied match.
Oh, but Garlic Jr.'s back in there. I think he's one of the person who actually made it untied up for quite some time. So
yeah,
he's
the one that did amazing at the beginning. Sealed Light Beam connects. He's trying to get him to burn out his max power, and he's doing an amazing job of it. Look at him go! No max power for Goku. And he's
He was
continuing
armed
to get
like a small green person, flipping around and kicking him in the face.
he's like one of those gnats during summertime. Stop it! Stop it! Out of my face!
Why do you want to fly inside my eyes?
Yeah.
Stop it!
Cut it out! I don't care if you mess around like my ankles or something. Go there.
Why in my eye, of all places?
Ha! The joke's on you, Nat. I poured Tabasco sauce in my eye knowing you would go there. It hurts so much. So, yeah. Garlic Jr.
Garlic Jr. is just doing wonders.
Wow.
Freaking wonders.
Kaioken attack connects, and that's it for Garlic Jr.
Oh, jeez. Finally, the little bugger's down. Maybe.
No, he is. No
Oh,
way
yeah,
surviving that.
I was about to say, like, he still has a lot left, and this thing is about to end. Oh, that's right. The
Yeah,
last thing
but
was like
his power
7,000
level-
points of damage.
His power level is over 9,000. So,
Yeah, I don't think so.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so. This is still Dragon Ball. Where his power level
No,
is
this is
less than-
no. It was Piff. He didn't have the Kaioken until his power level was over 9,000. This early Goku stands for the end of Dragon Ball and the beginning of Dragon Ball Z up to the end of Vegeta. Because he has a Spirit Bomb. He certainly didn't have that in Dragon Ball. Or if he did, what the hell was he not using it for?
I remember clearly holding.
Yeah, I remember the
Piccolo.
last fight of Dragon Ball. Piccolo stepped on the ring, Goku Spirit Bomb, fight over.
Yeah.
He Kaioken too. Didn't need to, but he did
Alright,
anyway.
it's down to one bar
Chi-Chi's
Chi-Chi
got this.
against a fully bar any other character.
Yeah, Chi-Chi's got this. She's gonna be, she's gonna show all of us wrong. She's gonna show us that she can do it. That anyone can be a champion in this league if you try hard enough. Go, Chi-Chi. She didn't even touch him.
No.
I still love you, Chi-Chi. So well done, Majins. Getting a very important win for them. Dragon Ball Warriors. This is not good. If the Gohans win, things are going to look very, very bleak for them. They did win the divisional match, so all they technically need to do is tie with the Gohans, so they're not out of this yet, but if the Gohans win this week, ooh, it's going to be rough. But, enough of them. On to the next match. We've got the Muscles, Team Muscle, versus the Saiyans. The Muscle.
Only ones.
Team Muscle, you've got over here at 3-9. Their season is over. They don't really have a chance of getting in there. They are 3 wins behind Team Cold, and I believe Team Cold won the divisional matchup. So even if Cold loses every match and they win every match, it's still not going to be enough for them. So this is but that doesn't mean that they should stop trying. This is prime testing time. This is like 3 weeks of solid testing time that you won't get anywhere else. It's, you know, well, except for the off season, but never mind that. But no, this is actually prime testing, because even in the off season, you don't get to have full-on matches with full builds. So there is an advantage here, even for Team Muscle, to prepare for next season. Whereas you have the Saiyans over here in South Kai, 7-5, only 1 win away from tying the Earth Defenders. They could still claim that #1 seed and skip around in the playoffs. So they have a lot on the line here. So, will it come through? Will Team Muscle prove to be a roadblock they can't overcome? Find out right now! Yay! I don't know why I did that like it was a cliffhanger. I didn't mean to. Because it's not a cliffhanger. You're finding out right now.
Could Team Muscle win their match? Could Team Other People win the thing to get a bye week?
Whatever. I'll fight you anyway.
Could the Super Saiyans win the board games they're playing in the retirement home?
Does King Vegeta realize that necklace is really gaudy?
Does he realize his men talk about it behind his back? just wearing jewelry. Though I
It's a
don't.
little beautiful flower around his neck, like some sort of prim princess.
Does he realize they replaced his cape with a bedsheet? I don't think so, because he's doing pretty well.
You think they style their hair by just sticking their face in front of a fan for a while?
With like a bunch of hair ties.
Yeah.
Maybe.
God, that's a good idea. I should try that.
Personally, can't say what I was just thinking.
It's inappropriate for the leagues.
It's very, very inappropriate for the league, but that's how I think they do their hair.
Okay.
And wow, King Vegeta getting trashed by Android 13 right now.
That'd be more around the like his goatee area.
And King Vegeta's out. He's like, can't handle this. Full power energy wave connects for 6,840 points of damage.
See, what I don't get is, like, if that's fully powered, then why are things more damaging than that one?
Yes. 35 was an ultimate high-speed clash. I meant it this time. Okay,
Yeah.
Vegeta, you won the clash, which was
Yeah.
great, and then you wasted everything.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Vegeta is hiding behind building. He can't find him.
And I might add, 13 has transformed very early. He doesn't have any healing Pataras on him, though. That's gonna hurt! Ouch!
Vegeta got knocked back. Why is he pulling out the B2?
He can do his ultimate! He's at max power, he can do it!
Again. He's at max power again.
Yeah,
out-
he's not gonna get a chance to.
He's going to die again.
Well, no, he's still alive! He's still
He
alive!
pull out his ultimate.
He could stand there.
again.
You do a couple punches, because that's what you do in max power. You're not Oob 13. He did okay, though. I mean, he didn't do half bad. He
In
made
comes Grandpa.
he made King Vegeta run.
So, I think this is a Halo build?
Halo Reach. I don't know. Let's take a look at Scouter for Jai.
No.
Nope. No, he just got hurt. He did
No,
get hurt.
Oldman.
He did get hit a few times.
I'm talking about Oldman.
Oh, Roche. Hang on. Yep, Halo. He got Halo.
He is not firing any of the mob. Have you tried using your B2s, Oldman?
Roshi. I don't want to judge. But it's kind of my job. What are you doing?
I really need you to use your B2s, Roshi.
Like
Roshi!
this! Like this! See how what he's doing? Do more of that. Holy crap.
He's gonna win.
Oh my god, he's
He's
dead.
gonna freaking... Bye, Roshi!
Well
You
then.
need to use B2s.
Well, hey, no, but guess what? This is the perfect time to do that kind of stuff. Who knows? It could have paid off.
It could have, but he just didn't for the entire time and then died.
I think he threw up. I mean, Halo, like, is one of my favorite Pataras because it is so enticing that people try it out every season. Never works. We have never seen a permanent Halo ever. The most we've seen is it on for like 3 or 4 weeks and then it's taken off. But every season or so, someone comes back to it going, yeah, but if I could get it to work.
Yeah, well, like, if you can actually get a person, whenever they have energy to throw out a B2, then maybe. But if your character doesn't, there's no reason to actually have Halo.
Right. But hey, like I said, I love it because it's enticing. It really is like Piff. I mean, it's one of the coolest sounding Pataras out there. B2s at half cost? Sign me up, pal.
Not only B2s, but Ultimates too.
Yeah, exactly. And all you give up is, you know,
A bar.
bar of health. On paper, doesn't sound that bad. Never works out. Not on a permanent basis, anyway. You have a few matches here and there.
So you've got a death wish?
And that's a no-go. That is a no-go, no-fly zone. Yep.
These don't fly.
The Saiyans, a bit of a lead. A bit. They, haven't lost anyone yet.
Now they're probably actually doing straight up tests. I hope they get a lot of information from what's going down.
Android 13 seemed to work well. Trunks, not so much. Bojack, maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah. I will say that all of these particular tests are generally inconclusive, but I think one of the more accurate tests that you can actually put down is make sure you have some sort of foundation of knowledge first. That you know that these particular things happen, like do some tests like between the weeks, then actually go like, all right, I think I have something good, and then slap that together with most of the teammates already having strong builds on them, and then have that one kind of wild build in there that you're really trying to figure out if it works or not. Right. Because if that one build just falls through, it could be because the rest of the team is just doing so poorly because of all the other different random builds and things like that. When usually people look at like how well their builds do and things like that, they usually see if they win or lose, which is nice,
right?
But
it's not really what you should be looking at.
Yeah. If you know what you're doing, you can use multiple characters. But if you're just like, my entire team wiped, none of these builds work, that's a poor way of actually of testing things. You have to make sure that you at least know what you're looking for when doing these tests.
And another piece of advice: if you are literally just like, if you're like Muscle or another team that you are just in test mode, either you have no chance or you're so far ahead of everyone it doesn't matter. If you are doing test modes, your experimental character should come out first. Unless and only unless they are testing like a Savior or Computer Saving or a Secret Arts build. Because that is the only way you're going to guarantee data. Because you never know. They could never touch the field. It happens lots of times. I can't tell you how many teams are like, oh, well, we tried that build and he never touched the field. That sucked.
Yes, that is also something. If you have a key character that you want to test out, make sure that person's out first, because they will usually, more times than not, have the longest fight out of the bunch. So you can actually figure out how their AI works in conjunction with their powers.
Correctamundo. But Squee, I hear you say. What if you want them to face up against someone later in the match? Well, then you're taking a big risk there, chum.
Yeah. There's definitely a risk and reward, but I would definitely say that the first slot is probably the most important one out of the entire test thing.
My actual response would be, data against the wrong opponent is better than no data at all.
Yeah.
And Bojack fighting, giving it his all, stick it in there. He could win this spiritually. I could think that he did well. Yeah. All right, Team Muscle taken down pretty easily, though don't judge them too harshly. Like we said, they are in testing mode, and hopefully, honestly, if they got good data out of this, then win-win, right? Hey, both teams won, kind of. Woohoo!
Don't you lie to them, Squee.
The cup is half full of my BS. All right, everyone, that is it for today's episode. Join us in the next episode where the androids face the Boos and the Blades take on the Ginyu Force. See you then.